Hey Pimps and Sims, it's me, LT, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys all about Nexplanon, and if I'm looking over right here, it's just because my viewfinder's right here, so I'm trying to stay in frame. Okay, so it's a birth control that's implanted into your arm. I got mine through Planned Parenthood, which is just like, I don't know, I feel like everyone knows what Planned Parenthood is. But if you don't know what Planned Parenthood is, it is a local resource for people of all ages, and they do things from abortion to birth control to informing you about just sex and just telling anyone, you know, about condoms, where you can get condoms. You can get condoms from them, probably anything like that. And that is what Planned Parenthood does. I live in Fort Worth, Texas, and I know that in my specific area, I think there's maybe like 3 or 4 within like a 20 to 30 minute like drive around me. And I do have insurance, so my Nexplanon was free of charge for me. I didn't have to pay a copay or anything like that, but I'm just gonna tell you guys kind of like about the process and how it worked. When I was 18, I was super nervous, and you know, I've always heard about birth control and stuff like that, but I've never really been on a birth control, or I've known people who've been on birth control, but they weren't people who I'm just like, oh, they've been on the same birth control that I was getting. I know that for myself, there are a couple options that I did read about. I read about the implant, I read about the pill, and I've also heard about like the IUD, which is the one that is actually put inside of your uterus. I know I'm not good at taking pills every day, so yeah, I was like, do I need this to work for what it's supposed to work for, or do I, you know? Anyway, I called up there, I made an appointment, and then I went in, and the lady, she was super, super nice. I'm not sure what her name was, but she was just one of my local like Fort Worth Planned Parenthood. And I went in, and then I told her like, hi, yeah, this is what I want it for. I'm just using it for birth control. And she kind of just went over like the different options that I did have. And then I had to take like a couple of tests before I got it. And then she told me that I can come back in a week. And after I come back in a week, I do have to take a pregnancy test just to show that I'm not pregnant before I get on this implant. I wasn't pregnant, so then she just laid me down. She put a needle, it was about this long, in my arm right here, and she had this like numbing agent for it. And then the worst part of getting the implant in was most definitely just the numbing medication. I could feel it, like it felt like it was kind of ripping through my arm. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would probably give it like a 5 or a 6. It wasn't horrible. So after that, my arm did go completely numb, and then leaving me, I wanted to like watch the needle go in because I've seen a lot of videos about it, you know, but she told me I couldn't watch it, so she just told me to turn my head the other way. And then I actually didn't even feel it go into my arm. I didn't feel anything. The only thing that I did hear was the click of the gun. Super quick, super easy. And then she like kind of just put this little like a, I don't know, a sticker kind of thing and some strips on it to keep it like covered while it heals up. After I got it put in for a week, I would not be able to lift anything heavy. I couldn't go to the gym for a week just so it can get settled and everything like that. I got a period that first week after that, but then after that first week, I didn't have a period for 3 months. And then I got my first one in 3 months, which is totally normal for being on that birth control. So fast forward to 2 years later, after having Nexplanon, I did start to like see that I was gaining some weight, but at the time I was constantly going to the gym, so I feel like that helped combat it. And I wasn't like super, oh my God, I'm gaining weight. You know, it'd be like, I think in the first 1.5 years that I had it, I gained maybe like 10 pounds. January of 2019, so when COVID started, I was like furloughed from my jobs, but I was fortunately able to come back to like all of my jobs and everything like that. But I was furloughed for about a month or 2, and then because of that, I was just sitting at home, you know, eating. We were in lockdown because I live in Texas, so we went in a complete lockdown. We couldn't do anything. To go to the gym a lot, and like I wasn't going to the gym because there were no gyms open or anything like that. And home workouts, not really for me. So I was just sitting at home eating, going living lavish, loving it, you know? I started to notice that like I was gaining weight, but then when I started to like work out and eat like a lot less, so I would be in like deficits, you know, and like calorie deficits and stuff like that, I wouldn't be able to like lose that weight at all. And like still to this day, that's kind of how it is. Like the more I try and do, the more weight I am gaining. So since I started birth control, I've gained like 60 pounds. Having Nexplanon, it has been really effective for me. It's been a super effective birth control that I've been on, and like I really do like it for that part, but because of the weight gain, and then I do get really bad headaches sometimes, and I don't know if it's just because of like hormonal issues kind of taking into place or what, but I do get really bad headaches sometimes, so that really does suck. And I've noticed an increase of my headaches since I've started my birth control, because before I wasn't on like any kind of things. So those are two of the side effects. And then another side effect is that I've seen a tremendous increase in like depression and sadness. I wasn't always the most super happy person before I was on birth control, so I'm not gonna say that. That is something to take into big consideration. I know that when I was researching the birth controls that I wanted to take, that was something that was also brought up a lot in the research, is that a lot of people say that being on the Nexplanon does increase like depression, and it has those kinds of side effects. Overall, I've never been on any other birth controls. I've just been on this Nexplanon, and I've been on it for like 3 years now, and I get it out in next year in 2022. So a little under a year now. And then I'm gonna get it taken out. I'm kind of nervous to get it taken out just because I've seen people get theirs taken out and they've been like, oh my gosh, it hurts, this and that, and I don't want that, but like, yeah. I do think though that I'm not gonna get my Nexplanon put back in. I want to know that I'm like kind of in control of like my own body, and I'm in control of like my own mood swings and serotonin levels and things like that. I think if you are thinking about Nexplanon or considering it, I would just take everything I said with a grain of salt, you know, and do your own research for the birth control that you want to be on. When you are on it, there are things that you aren't supposed to do, like you're not supposed to like smoke heavy, drink heavy. If you do have a lot of weight gain or a lot of weight loss, that can also affect the accuracy of the implant. Keep that in mind. If y'all do have any comments or if you have any questions or anything, feel free to leave them down below in the comment section. Thank you so much for tuning into this video this week. I'm trying to get on the new uploading schedule of Wednesdays and Sundays. So yes, please leave any video ideas that y'all have or you want to see in the comment section below. As always, I appreciate y'all for coming to my channel. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and be sure to turn on those post notifications so you get notified when I post. And like always, please be kind to our planet, because it is the only planet we have and the only home that we will ever know. So thank y'all so much, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.